North Korea, a country often described as the most mysterious and peculiar in the world. Soldiers are everywhere. There's no internet access, no fast food, no taking photos, and a whole list of unusual, once-in-a-lifetime oddities. It's no wonder the world is so fascinated by North Korea, especially since, in the 22nd century, with all the advancements of the fourth tech era, we still know so little about the regime and the people living there. With information being so tightly controlled and censored to the extreme, the curiosity surrounding North Korean life and its people only grows. And, on top of that curiosity, there's one figure who really grabs the world's attention, the one and only Kim Jong-un, the supreme leader of North Korea. Kim is one of the most famous individuals on the planet, having taken power in 2011 and making headlines with missile tests that shocked the world. Although very little is known about his private life, rumors persist about his extravagant lifestyle. According to a few rare insiders, including some of his close chefs, Kim Jong-un's taste in food and luxuries is nothing short of lavish. So, are you curious to know just how massive Kim Jong-un's wealth really is? And what his luxurious lifestyle looks like? Let's dive right into it with VA Discovery and uncover the details in today's video. Let's get started. Kim Jong-un is the third supreme leader in the Kim dynasty of North Korea, following the tradition of power passed down through generations. As the grandson of Kim Il-sung, the founding father of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, and the son of Kim Jong-il, the second supreme leader, Kim Jong-un inherited this role as part of the family legacy. In true North Korean fashion, where mystery seems to command respect, even Kim Jong-un's birthday is shrouded in secrecy. If you search online, you'll find his birth date listed as January 8, 1983. But Pyongyang has never officially confirmed this, leaving the world to speculate that he might have been born in either 1983 or 1984. Appearance-wise, when you compare pictures of Kim Jong-un and his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, the resemblance is uncanny. The facial features, the hairstyle, even the mannerisms. Many North Koreans believe Kim Jong-un is the spitting image of his younger grandfather. On December 29, 2011, Kim Jong-un was officially appointed as the Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, taking on a series of prestigious roles, including Supreme Leader of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, First Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, Chairman of the Central Military Commission, Chairman of the State Affairs Commission. Despite the powerful figure we see today, Kim Jong-un's past might surprise you. He secretly studied at the International School of Bern in Switzerland, but his academic performance was less than stellar. Things got so concerning that his father had to transfer him to a different public school with lower academic requirements. Kim Jong-un, along with his brother Kim Jong-chol and sister Kim Yo-jong, attended a public school in Liebefeld, Bern, under the name Pak-un, supposedly the son of a North Korean embassy worker. Though no one knows the exact moment the beloved son of Supreme Leader Kim Jong-il set foot in Bern, some sources suggest that Kim Jong-un arrived in Switzerland around 1991, when he was just about 7 years old. Fast forward to his leadership years. During the 6 years he stayed within North Korea without traveling abroad, Kim Jong-un oversaw the testing of over 80 missiles, nearly 3 times the number launched by his father and grandfather combined, 15 and 16 respectively. In 2017 alone, the number of missiles fired under Kim Jong-un exceeded what each of his predecessors launched during their entire reign. In March 2013, a joint investigation by South Korea and the U.S. discovered an estimated $5 billion in assets belonging to Kim Jong-un and his family. These funds were allegedly stored in 200 different bank accounts spread across several countries, including Austria, Russia, Singapore, China, and Luxembourg. Many of these accounts were located in China, with individual values reaching hundreds of millions of US dollars. Despite the colossal wealth, it comes as no surprise given Kim Jong-un's extravagant and lavish spending habits. How does Kim Jong-un spend all that money? Let's start with luxury estates. According to unofficial sources, his main residence is Ryong-song Residence, also known as Residence Number 55th. Local North Koreans refer to it as the luxurious villa. This estate is situated on a plot of land about 12 kilometers from Kim Il-sung Square, in the Ryong-song district, north of Pyongyang. The residence is said to have been built by the North Korean military in 1983 and is famed for its 1,000-seat private cinema. It also includes an underground command center designed for wartime use, with walls encased in thick steel and concrete coated in lead to protect the supreme leader. The villa is surrounded by electric fences, minefields, and strictly monitored guard posts. In addition, it has a private railway and overlooks an artificial lake. Former bodyguard to Kim Jong-il, Lee Young-kuk, revealed that the supreme leader owns dozens of luxury villas scattered across North Korea, many of which are part of secret projects. The North Korean government is notoriously tight-lipped about the supreme leader's residences. Rarely does Pyongyang ever release photos from inside these secret compounds. As mentioned, other hidden estates belonging to the Kim family are scattered across undisclosed locations, mainly on the outskirts of Pyongyang. One notable estate, situated outside the capital, is a large mansion surrounded by lush gardens. This estate is said to be part of the Kumsusan Palace complex, where Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il are enshrined. The estate has earned the name House of 100 Flowers, used for hosting important guests. A recent satellite image revealed that 8 new mansions have been constructed within the Changkwangsan complex, a secretive area in central Pyongyang. These homes face the headquarters of key government agencies. Analyst Michael Madden, director and founder of North Korea Leadership Watch, told Daily Mail that these homes were likely built to make locating Kim Jong-un's residence more difficult. It's not a joke, but a genuine security measure against assassination attempts, making it impossible for enemies to predict where Kim is staying at any given time. Madden further added that Kim Jong-un has around 13 different estates scattered across North Korea, each with living quarters for him and his family, along with entertainment facilities and a series of guest houses for other family members and close aides. A passion for luxury cars, Kim Jong-un is known for his obsession with luxury cars and airplanes, a passion that dates back to his time studying in Switzerland. So, it's no surprise that his car collection features some big names like armored Mercedes and Rolls-Royce Phantom. Kim's private collection of supercars is rumored to be worth up to $20 million, with reports suggesting he owns around 100 cars. He started collecting cars at a young age, but little is known about the exact details of his entire collection. However, some of his most valuable rides are showcased during his rare trips abroad. Among the most iconic is the Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard, a luxury sedan specifically modified with bulletproof armor. This car caught attention for its heavy reinforcement compared to the standard 2015 model. A regular Mercedes-Maybach S600 typically costs around $420,000. But for this customized armored version built exclusively for a leader as powerful as Kim, the price tag is undoubtedly far higher. Meanwhile, the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard has also garnered attention, as it has been closely associated with many of Kim Jong-un's significant events. Specifically, After becoming the leader of North Korea in 2011, Kim chose the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard 2012 as his primary mode of transportation. This model is an extended and armored version of the Mercedes-Benz S600, designed as a protective vehicle favored by world leaders. The body of the car is reinforced with layered steel plates in key areas, including an armored floor, to guard against bomb blasts. Additionally, the windows are made of multi-layered, ultra-thick glass lined with polycarbonate to prevent shattering. According to the Washington Post, the vehicle is completely resistant to rifle bullets, and Kim's S600 can withstand explosions equivalent to 15 kilograms of TNT from a distance of just 2 meters. With all that armor, this version of the Pullman Guard is no lightweight, tipping the scales at a whopping 5.1 tons. The car also features a special electric motor that prevents unauthorized access by locking the doors from the inside. This armored supercar reportedly costs around $2 million. During the second U.S.-North Korea summit held in Vietnam, Kim Jong-un's convoy was seen escorting him from Dongdang Station to Hanoi. In addition to his armored limousine S600 Pullman Guard, there was also a Maybach 62S trailing behind. The Maybach 62S, a luxury vehicle introduced in 2006, is based on the standard Maybach 62. The S stands for Special, while 62 refers to its impressive 6.2 meters in length. This large luxury sedan frequently accompanies Kim on his international visits. Although the exact role of this Maybach remains unclear, the most widely accepted theory is that it serves as a backup vehicle for the S600 Pullman Guard, given the two cars' similar size, shape, and structure. While the U.S. president typically travels with two identical Cadillac One vehicles, the two cars in Kim's fleet differ. But Kim Jong-un's love for luxury limousines doesn't end with Mercedes. He also uses the Rolls-Royce Phantom, a super-luxury car that he notably employed during a meeting with U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in Pyongyang in October 2018. One of the rumored standout features of Kim's Phantom is its bulletproof capabilities, turning this luxury vehicle into a veritable fortress with an additional $200,000 investment. The Phantom is said to be capable of withstanding bullets from 7.62mm machine guns and rifles. For the elite bodyguard team. No discussion of Kim Jong-un's international trips would be complete without mentioning his walking bodyguard team. The team consists of 12 guards who run alongside the limousine, forming a 360-degree human shield to ensure that no one approaches the car and that all surrounding areas remain under close surveillance. When the vehicle moves at a slow pace, these bodyguards keep up, maintaining security for the supreme leader. The standards for this elite team are incredibly high. They must be the same height as the leader they protect, with no visual impairments. Additionally, these guards must possess outstanding physical skills, including mastery in shooting and martial arts. To become a bodyguard for Kim Jong-un, candidates must undergo an extremely strict vetting process, including a background check that spans at least 2 generations of their family. Once selected, these elite guards enter an intense training program. Their training is on par with North Korea's Special Forces, KPA, involving extensive drills in pistol handling, evasive maneuvers, and various martial arts disciplines. The trainees also endure challenges testing their physical endurance, reflexes, and the ability to withstand grueling fitness regimens. This elite bodyguard unit is the only group in North Korea permitted to carry firearms while walking beside the supreme leader. Each bodyguard is typically armed with a semi-automatic pistol and a backup weapon. While details of their salaries remain unknown, with such high standards, it's safe to assume that Kim Jong-un spares no expense in compensating them generously. Extravagant eating habits. Kenji Fujimoto, a former trusted chef for the Kim family who spent 13 years with them, starting when Kim Jong-un was still a child, reveals fascinating details about the North Korean leader's tastes. In his memoir, Fujimoto recalls that Kim developed a love for sushi from a young age. "I used to prepare sushi for the general at least once a week, and Kim Jong-un would always join the dinner. So, I can confidently say that he loves sushi," Fujimoto shares. Beyond sushi, Kim reportedly spends millions of dollars annually importing high-quality delicacies from abroad. Having studied and lived overseas for many years, Kim developed a refined palate for international gourmet cuisine. Fujimoto also noted that one of Kim's favorites is shark fin soup, a dish he reportedly enjoyed up to 3 times a week. From a young age, Kim Jong-un had a taste for McDonald's fast food. In fact, he once even chartered a plane to fly in McDonald's burgers from Beijing to North Korea. Every year, North Korea imports some of the world's most famous dishes, including Danish pork, Iranian caviar, Chinese watermelons, and Kobe beef for state banquets. Although there's no exact figure on how much is spent on these imports, estimates suggest it runs into the millions of dollars annually. The irony, of course, is stark when compared to the poverty faced by much of the North Korean population. But Kim's love for luxury knows no bounds. He became obsessed with Emmental cheese while studying in Switzerland, and even Western sanctions couldn't stop him from importing large quantities of it. Reportedly, Kim Jong-un was frustrated when Pyongyang chefs failed to match the quality of the cheese he remembered from Switzerland. So, he sent a team of food experts to France to study the art of making it. Another of Kim's favorite delicacies is Kobe beef, possibly because his trusted childhood chef was Japanese, or maybe simply because it's one of the finest cuts of meat in the world. Whenever possible, Kim would indulge in this rare and expensive beef. On top of that, he reportedly spends $950,000 annually on premium Brazilian coffee, showing his strong preference for luxurious flavors. All these details reveal that Kim's culinary tastes are heavily influenced by the West and are undeniably extravagant. The lavish Masikryong ski resort Kim Jong-un has also funneled a huge chunk of the budget into building a private ski resort known as Masikryong Ski Resort, located on the Taihua Peak. This resort is one of Kim's pet projects aimed at boosting North Korea's tourism industry. His vision was to increase annual visitors from 200,000 to over 1 million. Despite the fact that North Korea doesn't have much snow and skiing may seem like an unbelievable luxury in the country, the resort spans an impressive 70 miles. Kim is known to spend a great deal of time there, even when the slopes are covered in nothing but green grass. Despite its grandeur, for most of the year, this enormous resort sits practically empty, especially during times when Kim Jong-un is vacationing there himself. During those periods, the resort is closed off to the public, leaving it as his private getaway. The $7 million yacht, it's said that Kim Jong-un has a fondness for the sea. Back in 2013, reports surfaced that he had spent a whopping $7 million on a luxury yacht. According to insiders in the shipbuilding industry, the yacht is believed to be a Pininfarina model, manufactured by the renowned Pince Nautique company. This company is owned by the LVMH Group, which also owns prestigious brands like Louis Vuitton, Moet and Chandon, and Christian Dior, among others. The yacht, measuring 29 meters in length, comes with all the luxurious trimmings you'd expect, including a salon where Kim can enjoy high-end drinks. He's been known to use the yacht to sail along the North Korean coastline, perhaps checking in on his people from time to time. 20 grand pianos. While the average household may only have one piano, if that, Kim Jong-un is a different story altogether. Western media reports that the North Korean leader owns over 20 grand pianos spread across his many homes. When he goes out to buy a new one, he apparently enjoys bringing along an entourage. Who knows? Maybe one day he'll treat the world to a piano performance and show off his musical talents. Private runways for his jet. Unlike his late father, who had a fear of flying, Kim Jong-un seems to have quite the love for the skies. He has ordered the construction of multiple private runways near his family's residences. These runways are large enough to accommodate small private aircraft for personal takeoffs and landings. Kim Jong-un has even been seen piloting a North Korean military plane himself. In a 2014 documentary broadcast by North Korean Central Television KCTV, Kim was spotted flying an Antonov An-148, a twin-engine aircraft marked with the logo of the national airline Air Koryo. For his international travels, Kim uses a long-range aircraft from the Soviet era, an Ilyushin Il-62, also known as Chame-1, named after a North Korean Falcon. The plane's white exterior is adorned with North Korea's official name in Korean on both sides, with the national flag alongside. The tail features a red star enclosed in a red and blue circle. Inside, the aircraft is modernly equipped, and Kim has often been photographed working or holding meetings on board during flights. Luxury shopping for his wife. Kim Jong-un's wife, First Lady Ri Sol-ju, often accompanies him to public events and has become a frequent presence in the media. She is seen as a fashion icon, bringing a fashion revolution to North Korea, with her elegant, Western-inspired clothing and high-end accessories. Among her luxurious items is the famous Dior Drama handbag, a stylish design from Dior. This Dior classic drama bag is priced at around $1,200, equivalent to about 28 million North Korean won, nearly the annual income of an average North Korean citizen. Moreover, Ri Sol-ju also owns a Lady Dior classic handbag, which has a listed price of $1,350, but is sold for around $1,600, over 37 million won, in South Korea. Additionally, she possesses several other luxury items from the Maison Margiela brand. Ladies and gentlemen, those were just a few insights into the extravagant lifestyle and lavish spending of Kim Jong-un, arguably the most enigmatic leader in the world. Over the past decade of his rule, he has solidified absolute power within his regime, while diplomatic, security, and economic situations in North Korea have deteriorated. The majority of North Koreans continue to live in poverty, facing much more hardship than their neighboring countries. As we look ahead to 2024, it remains uncertain what policies Kim Jong-un's administration will introduce, as North Korea faces increasing economic crises and more complex diplomatic challenges compared to a year ago. That brings us to the end of today's episode of V-Discovery. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below, and let's discuss today's topic together. Also, don't forget to subscribe to support us in making more videos like this. Take care, and see you next time.